Hello. Is this working? Should be working. Making sure it's working. Yeah, I'm live. Can I hear? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's working. Yeah, another Sunday update stream. I have to say though, I don't have much updates today. I don't have much updates. We're still working on our stuff. Like actually, I want to make sure that if we are, I just want to make sure if there is any low-hanging fruit when it comes down to being able to achieve ASI, that we explore that first, which doesn't require a lot of people to do that. I mean, like just, exploring certain paths help, but in the meantime, we're just working on projects in parallel. And that is where we are at. Now, we have some really good things in the pipeline, but at the same time, I want things to be done quick and not drag on when when there's not surefire. I mean, I think I already talked about it last week about the translation tech. Did I or didn't I? I have no idea. Did I? Maybe I did. Yes, I did, right? Yeah. So yeah, basically the idea is that you would go to any page, to any stream on Athene GPT, and you'd just be able to watch it in any language you want. Did I talk about that? I don't even know if I mentioned that. Now the problem with that is, of course, that I mean, there's quite some hurdles to be overcome, and if it's like a 2-month project, 3 months, I'm a bit on the fence about it, because so much stuff is happening so quick. Yeah, 1 to 2 months it would take, and I don't know if it's really worth, unless the chances of it working out is on the higher end. Also, Go Again, it seems to be not getting that much momentum. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I like when I look at it. Let me actually have a quick look now. If I go to Twitch, to the categories, and I go to WoW, I feel like there's not many. We got only Fangs. Yeah, only Fangs. Here 1, Go Again, with 2.4k. Another 1.6, so that's 4k. Say max in total 10k people. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see if it grows, I want to see if it grows. Yeah. So yeah, we're just trucking, working on the stuff we're working. I was discussing, by the way, whether I should showcase some of the progress we make. But then again, I don't know. The announcement about OnlyFans using your stuff. Oh yeah, like you mean Go Again or OnlyFans? Because OnlyFans doesn't use our stuff. Go Again, I mean, it's like yeah, I do have to say, right? We made more than 30 AIs in the past. We got a lot more than 30 AIs to make. It's nice, you know, like it's like it's spreading. Like we are actually when it comes down to making AIs, we are in the most busy time we've ever been. But it doesn't translate so much because it's like, okay, it's Spanish streamers and some English, some Italian. I mean, we're growing, right? We're being used more and more and more, but it's not really the kind of stuff like, whoa, boom, splash. Yeah, we gave out 30 AIs for free, yeah. So I'll answer some questions in the meantime. I mean, for updates, there's not much. Well, much. We're just keep trucking. You know. Also for the people here, we're trucking. If you have any question, you can ask them. I mean, things are looking good. You know, we've made some nice updates on the website as well. We did a very big update where now you have the magic edit. You can literally edit images that you generate. You can change the hand or change, you know, add earrings or whatever, which is a very nice feature. We will also be adding the ability for people to swap their videos for the AIs they're talking to and having several conditions for the AI appearance. So basically, you know, you can have it where something different if you use certain keywords or whatever. We have a system for that. So you can literally, like, you know, set something really cool up. But yeah, I would say these are all things that we're adding and improving the products that we have. But yeah, I'm I'm so consumed by the ASI stuff that it's nice these things are moving, right? But I really want to make sure that if there is anything low-hanging fruit that allows us to make a big, massive leap, that we explore that first. I mean, that I explore that first, not that we, but that I explore that first before I look too much into a product direction. Is there an annoying buzz? Reese is coming. As a random human with a normal life, what would you do to prepare for ASI? I'm gonna talk a bit about that. When you hitting 60, Big Zug, Mr. Zug Zug, the Flesh TTV. Morale died, bro, and I'm leveling with her, and she's still level 11. Reese is here.
Sounds like a connection issue. Let me just see.
So, bro, did you fix ASI already?
Well, ASI is right now a little bit delayed because I'm fixing the buzz, you know?
Fuck.
So the buzz is literally delaying ASI for all of humanity.
But that's on them.
So if you guys could complain a little bit about a bit of stupid buzz that you can barely hear.
People say it got louder.
The buzz got worse.
That's ASI punishing you guys. You can put maybe the speakers on, because my speakers are not even on.
How about now, guys? Is it any better? Is it any better, guys? Literally not our fault. No, okay. Actually, it is your fault, guys, because the buzz is objectively extremely quiet. If it's loud, then your sound setup is shit, and you gotta disable whatever Dolby normalization software you have installed that is boosting all the sounds that are supposed to be super quiet, okay?
It was shortly gone for a millisecond.
Fix your shit. A little bit of a audio pro tip for me, okay? Is it gone, guys? It's louder when you put your hand up near the cat. What the fuck?
Maybe it's... No.
Wait, is there... Because the camera cannot affect it, though.
Maybe it's down.
Yeah, I know it's louder when he speaks, so it has to be mic related. This goes in there. Guys, say it when it's gone. Let me turn this off and on. Gone. Is it still gone? I mean, I did turn off the amp, so it would be gone, but you would not hear anything else either. Still gone?
People miss the buzz now.
Now they miss the buzz. It was ASMR. It was art.
It's the Flesh guy from... Wow. The Zug Zug guy that plays naked.
Oh shit, yo man, how you doing?
He was inspiration for a video.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gone when you talk, it's back.
Well, but I mean, good enough.
Did you talk to Cedric about the stuff? Like,
yeah, dude. Like, yeah. He tried a little trick for something and it really has great benefits.
Like, did you try the... We're all gonna die.
Yeah, probably tomorrow. I know.
Okay, that's
ASI
fine.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
You're still muted, right?
No. It was really amazing to know you.
Yeah, it was good. We had a good run.
We had a good run.
Later, man.
See you, man. You can keep the door open.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm scared. I do want to talk about, can I join you? Of course you can. Here's the link. There is more people coming over. Surprisingly so. Yeah, Deep Pocket X doesn't have good experience coming over here. So yeah, like you were asking what you can do as a normal person before ASI. Like I want to talk about that, right? It's like I wonder, like genuinely, like really genuinely, are you guys aware what is happening? Maybe actually, I'm gonna show you guys something. You guys can thank me later. For doing this. Because I really think people do not comprehend what is happening. So I will show you guys something. Okay. So let me go here to Pastebin. Can I just do a new? What is this shit? Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. So how do I just do? Can I? Does this work? Create new paste. Okay. Easy clap. I will show you guys something. Like, I mean, why am I showing this? And I will be able to link it to you guys. Like, I mean, we are very much working on AI, right? And basically, we get exposed to a lot of research, and because we're doing a lot of research and the state of the art, right? And basically how certain things work and such, right? Now, when I come to you guys and I talk about, ASI and how crazy certain things are moving, a lot of people, when they look at it as an outsider, you still have in your mind ChatGPT, like ChatGPT 4, and even when you use DeepSeek, you go like, okay, whatever. And like, it's something that Sam Altman said. He said like, AGI is going to happen and people won't even notice. Life will just go on as usual. Because when it comes down to understanding how intelligent the model is, like it only reaches your like everything above your intelligence, right? It goes just above your head. You don't really internalize it. And for you, it's like, oh yeah, it gets to a point where you go like, okay, this is good, like, but you don't see more to it because you go like, yeah, like it can't be that much better because it needs to, like you need to see some fucking spaceships or something, like some laser Terminators running around. Like it needs to be movie kind of way for you to be like, whoa, what the fuck? But if it's not that, it's just like even if it's way more capable, like if you don't get confronted by it, you don't get exposed to it. So what I'm gonna show you guys, right, is an example. This is basically one example of a dataset entry that is basically generated by DeepSeek. And I will give you guys the link. This is just one entry. There is like DeepSeek was trained on 800,000, I think. But like this is one, there's many papers either way. Like this is generated by DeepSeek. You give it a question, right? And you ask it to answer that question, right? And let's and this is basically not in the training set. It's not in the training data set. I do want to clear like this. The model has not been trained on this problem. I want to make that very clear too. Okay. So, and I'm gonna fucking read it. I'm also gonna link it to you guys in the chat, right? So you guys get a bit of an idea. Oh yeah. I'll give it to you guys here for people that want to check it. So basically here it's like just, you know, a simple question. Maybe I can make it bigger. Yeah, let's make it a bit bigger like that. Does that work? More bigger, yeah, like that, sure. Okay, so here basically says the instruction. So this is a question here, right? Like math kindergarten class has 16 registered students. The classroom has a very large number of play blocks, which satisfies the conditions. If 16, 15, or 14 students are present in the class, then in each case, all the blocks can be distributed in equal numbers to each student. And there are 3 integers between 0, x, y, and z, and 14. Like so 0 smaller than x, smaller than y, smaller than z, smaller than 14, such that when x, y, or z students are present and the blocks are distributed in equal numbers to each student, there are exactly 3 blocks left over. Find the sum of the distinct prime divisors of the least possible value of n satisfying the above conditions. I mean, this is like, this is a problem that I could solve being very rusty in math, let's say in a week or something, maybe longer, because I have to dust up and do some research and do some Googling, and but even then, like, no guarantee, you know, because it's quite a difficult problem. Now, here's the output. All right, let's try to tackle this problem step by step. It's a bit involved, but I'll take it slowly. First, let's parse the problem carefully. We have Mrs. Math Kindergarten. Like, this is basically just restating the problem. We have Mrs. Clown 6 students. There are n play blocks, which is very large number. The conditions are if 16, 15, or 14 students are present, then all the blocks can be distributed equally to each student. So n must be divisible by 16, 15, and 14, obviously. There are 3 integers x, y, z where 0 is x, blah, 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 such that x, y, z, or students are present. Distributed the blocks equally leaves exactly 3 blocks left over each time. So n is 3 mod x, n is 3 mod y, and n is 3 mod z. I don't know what mod means, but I think it's like when you divide, like, let's say, when you divide 14 by 5, it's 2 mod, like the mod is 4, I guess. It's what's left over that cannot be divided. That's what I think. But either way, not that that matters much. But yeah, immediately it goes like, okay, the prime factors, it's calculating them out here, really nice. You know, it's 2 and 7, here 3 and 5, and this is 2, 2, 2, 2. That's basically, you know. So LCM is the product of the highest powers of all primes present. So like it multiplies these things, calculating that, you know, is 240, blah, blah, blah. Therefore, n must be a multiple of 1680. Let's denote 1000 as k, where k is a positive integer, whatever. You know, like since goes like, okay, n3 mod x, n3 mod y, n3 mod z, you know, like, which can be rewritten as, you know, n minus 3 is x, 0 mod x. I mean, you got to know that last year it couldn't do any math, right? LMs couldn't do math. So n minus 3 must be multiplied by x, y, z, whatever. Okay, but wait. The problem states that x, y, z must be smaller than 14 because it comes here with another number like, you know, 1680. So the integers must go from 1 to 13. Obviously, that's one that I could figure out, which x, y, z distinct and ordered. Also, when x, y, z, or z students are present, distributing the blocks leaves exactly 3 blocks. Okay. And it starts making connections, right? And exploring things. All this is generated by DeepSeek. This is a problem that that is not in the data set either. I want to say that as well. Um, maybe there's similarities to other questions, but not this question. But yeah, basically, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Like, look at that. Alternatively, since n must be congruent to tree model, like it just, wait, perhaps another angle, let me think. Since n is a multiplicity, blah, 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 let me divide it. Like, okay, let's try this. Okay, yeah, do that. Oh, yeah, maybe that's not it. Okay, like this and that. And I read it, right? I can follow its reasoning and follow the paths as well. Like, go to the link, right, that I linked. It really shows very nice, right? Like, it's really basically reasoning its way through it. And man, oh man, oh man, oh man. It just keeps going, man. It just keeps going. It tries out different strategies. This keeps reasoning, keeps reasoning. And then also at one point comes to a conclusion. It just keeps going, keeps going. Just thinking. N is 220,080. It's calculating it out. Look at that, man. This is insane. This is fucking crazy. And it keeps going, bro. And here, thus the prime factors of n 220,080 are 2357, 131, and their sum is 148. The answer is 148, which is correct, by the way. So like you can say, like, why am I showing this, right? Here's the link, right? Like, this is scary. I mean, like, I don't know if people watch this and just go like, hey, lel, like it's actually reasoning and questioning how to solve it, similar to how a math person would do it. And it's already getting to a point where AI scores very high for these kind of questions. And by the end of the year, it's probably better than any human on the planet for these kind of questions. Of course, it doesn't generalize as well. So it's not like it's super intelligent for everything, but man, it's still fucking crazy. Now, this is happening right now. Why is there $16? It's something that is usually used in the scientific community. No specific reason. It doesn't have to say it like that. He chooses a problem that looks complicated and is hard to verify to trick people into thinking it's super impressive when there's not proof it is AI generated. No, bro, are you trolling me when you say that stuff? Like literally, you can go to DeepSeek, right? You can go to DeepSeek and literally try it out for yourself, bro. Ah. Carl X2K, I was watching OnlyFans meeting and how you tried to suggest your auction house and the hate you got me off got pissed me off so fucking much. Made me wish bad things against these people. You get too much unjustified hate from people who have no idea who you are. It pisses me off so much. What I find a bit unfortunate is that we worked on the add-on for like weeks, and because I was told it was something very useful, and then that shit happens. But I'm not really like angry, um, or like it feels unfair. But then again, like I have been so much. I've gotten so many dildos up my ass, right, throughout the years. It's like um, there's a level of acceptance. I mean, like true acceptance, even though it's unfair. There's just a level of acceptance, and it just is what it is. You know, if you look at what is happening around the world, there is things that are happening that are a lot more unfair than OnlyFans not using my add-on and going through hoops, even though it's right there just because I worked on it. There is there that it's fucked up, but it's not as fucked up as people dying in a war, you know, or starving for no reason. So like I put it in context, and that's really like how I go about my life. I really appreciate. I feel privileged to just live with a roof above my head and not have to worry about getting tortured every day. Um, the level of unfairness, right, is relatively speaking, uh, it's almost insulting for me if I would, it would be insulting to all the real suffering in the world to go like, whoa, look how unfair this is, and really get really like really getting um, rallied up over it, because there's so much other things in the world that are so much more unfair, that if I really want to be, if I want to be just, if I want to be, honest, that I'm better off focusing on these unfairnesses than on the ones that I'm personally involved in. Yeah. So the way I channel, a lot of the hardships, and even calling them hardships kind of sounds like, bro, like, I mean, I have food, I have shelter, I have bed, like I have everything, right? Like what kind of hardships am I talking about? Like some randos on the internet that talk shit about me that is not justified. It's like when you put it in context, right? It's like it looks very like very little. It's just the part that I find annoying most is that there's people trust me and work on this stuff, and then basically it's not just me getting screwed over, it's other people as well. But even there, right, in the grand scheme of things, it's like it's not such a big deal. And that's why I channel this. My focus goes into trying to build ASI, and once you have that, not much matters at that point. I mean, yeah. So yeah, I do want to say, if people, yeah, like if people wonder, right, how I deal with all this stuff, right, it's like the unfairness, right? I just put it in context, in a bigger perspective, and it really loses a lot of its weight. But it doesn't make it, it doesn't make it fair, It's really, I could rant about it. But for me personally, like, it doesn't consume me. It only consumes me when I have a certain level of control. When I get treated like shit or whatever, it's like, yeah, I just try to make the best out of it and focus on something productive. Yeah. Mobagot says he's basically saying you should not complain about anything because there is someone dying of cancer on the other side of the world. It's irrational. What I'm saying is that rather than putting your energy in complaining, you should put your energy in cultivating an awareness of where you are in life compared to others, gain perspective, because that way you appreciate what you have rather than get swallowed by by what's right in front of you. And this is something that benefits you mentally. It benefits your awareness, and it also allows you to translate whatever you go through into constructive action. So I'm not here coming and telling you what to do. I'm not even telling you like, oh yeah, you're not allowed to complain. And I was talking about myself. Like that is how I go about things, and it's vastly more productive than me kicking the fucking wall and punching the wall and being pissed, because it's something that affects me personally. Like removing myself from the equation by having a bigger perspective really allows me to be much more grounded in reality. Uh, it's a very it's just a very enriching way of going about life. You don't have to do it. I'm not here pointing fingers saying, hey, you're a loser for doing this. Feel like you have problems. I hope it's fine to say this. The only thing this DeepSeek problem proves is that a lot of what we call reasoning and math is not creative at all. It's just reapplying memorized scripts and rules of thumb to similar scenarios. Applying memorized rules of thumb are qualitatively different from creating and exploring the consequences of general theories. The thing is, right, it's like what I can tell you, right, is that LLMs are not just stoic parrots anymore. There is a clear level of reasoning present that allows LLMs to come to certain answers that if you take away the reasoning, they cannot get to. Like, just as much as when you solve a problem, right? When you're thinking and you take a paper and you start solving a problem, right? Like if you just get the question and you got to immediately give the answer, you can't do that. You need to think. And what DeepSeek does with the reasoning is it does that thinking. And it really follows very similar paths that we use when we try to go through a problem. Of course, we have a bigger toolbox. But like the thing is that thinking that this is just a stoic parrot, like we're way beyond that, and it's actually coming to conclusions that it would not be able to make without going through the thought process. It's actually thinking. I do want to say that, and you can go further and further and solve harder and harder problems, just like similarly like humans, to the point where you can solve problems that the best math people in the world cannot solve and the LLM can in a certain regards, right? It doesn't generalize as well to other scenarios. But yeah, like last year, we were at a point where it couldn't even do any math to begin with, where there was no reasoning. And now look where we are. So the idea of like, like it's not capable of, being superiorly intelligent, or, like it's almost like these mental barriers that we have ourselves to not see what is happening. But in reality, things are moving very, very fast. and and problems that we would assume last year were 5 years away to solve have already been solved today. And of course, like, there is still limitations, but I do think that that they will be overcome in the next 5 years, and that we will achieve a level of intelligence that is vastly superior than humans. And what DeepSeek shows is that the path towards that doesn't have to be exactly difficult. What DeepSeek did, the innovation with RL, with reinforcement learning, where it just gives a question and reasons to an answer, and when it's the correct answer, it gets validated, it gets strengthened. Just doing that and getting the results that it has gotten, basically solving reasoning within specialized domains, is almost unimaginable a year ago. And I do think, like, there is still certain issues that need to be resolved. Generalization, for example. There's others like memory, hallucination. Like, there is certain issues that still need to be resolved. But man, like what DeepSeek has shown is one of the highest. Like, planning is another one. One of the highest on my list, which is reasoning, has been not 100% solved, but has been solved to quite a degree, which is showing that maybe there is ways to solve these other issues in ways that might be very intuitive. So yeah, I do want to say that. No, we saw Grok 3 as well, but like, I mean, I'm not actively testing these models myself. I mean, I tried DeepSeek quite a bit. I mean, like we have people here trying out, O3 mini, medium, high, whatever. Like we are in the loop, of what's coming out. And we're very much also keeping an eye on papers coming out and checking them in a daily or a few days rate. And see what can be used and where we can make certain leaps. But the thing is, though, where I'm mainly thinking is the direction where I'm mainly thinking is where is there a potential leap that we can make that is very obscure but is necessary for ASI. And that might slip under the radar from big companies. But yeah, I still think we need another breakthrough or two, right? Micron, right? Yeah, it's like we definitely need breakthroughs, but like what DeepSeek did is definitely a breakthrough. And maybe OpenAI did that already before, right? The reasoning. Like, it is a breakthrough, but the breakthrough was not architectural. Like, I don't know if people realize that what DeepSeek managed to do a few improvements to make things a lot more efficient, 50x. But the technology, we are able to create distilled. I mean, it's even like on you can create distilled versions of DeepSeek on 12 billion models, 32 billion models, 70 billion models that really behave very similarly, not as intelligent, but similarly to DeepSeek R1. And that's literally with with spending $50, not even that. You can fine tune that shit. And what I'm just trying to say here is that you don't need a new tech. You don't need a new architecture like Mamba or whatever. Like, you can just you grab a model, you do a fine tune on it with a data set of DeepSeek. It's literally like, you guys can Google it, and you basically now have a distilled version of DeepSeek that scores much higher in the benchmarks. So the breakthrough that was made was one was not one in architecture, And I do think that's an important one to realize, because it means that what else is there in the model that you can get out? How much more intelligence is in there? Um, and that's the thing, right? When you look at it, right, and that's also why I'm focusing on it so much, is because if if there's other breakthroughs similar to what DeepSeek did that are already there within the architecture and doesn't require us to have billions of dollars, because you can literally with $50 do a fine tune and pretty much generate a model that is incomparably better at math and coding than what it was like 3 months ago. If we can do that, right, then it bears the question: is there anything else that is really right in front of us that we're missing? And we are exploring several avenues in that regards to see if there is something. And we might also show a demo, maybe. So yeah. Did you see the Grok 3 benchmarks? I heard they were cheated, but I'm not sure. Yeah. But we're pretty much working very. I mean, we're getting familiar with a lot of stuff, a lot of new tech and stuff. Like, I didn't expect us to be working on this so soon. I'll be honest. It's also very. I expressed it here as well, and I'm just being transparent about this. It's very disorientating to work on stuff and then suddenly be smacked in the face with leaps in intelligence that I would assume were years away. Um, it makes me just reevaluate things, but not in a way where I go like, oh, what we're doing is useless. But it's just like, we need to see if there is any low-hanging fruit. I cannot stress this enough, because you have the 80-20, the 20-80 rule, right? Which means you can, with 20% of the effort, you can get 80% of the benefits. So what we could achieve in a few weeks is 80% of what we would achieve if we would spend another, what is it, 3 months on it, 4 months. So I like to just, put minimum effort and just see what, just see if there is anything that comes out that is very promising. Yeah. Are you going to implement DeepSeek into your AI tech? I want my AI clone to be DeepSeek level smart. The problem with DeepSeek is it's slow. If you talk to an AI, right, you get instant responses. Of course, we could have a system where, where there is some kind of subconscious processing going on in the back end, and we even thought about it, but it's not going to move the needle in terms of adoption. I mean, it's like it takes 1 to 5 minutes for a response, while our tech is instant. You know? Yeah. What I just sometimes wonder, right, and I talk about it every week because it baffles me so much. It's like we are on the verge of creating something that is more intelligent than us. And nobody is really, not many people are pondering about that reality, which is kind of crazy to me. Yeah. Athene, I really don't care if I will be replaced by an intelligence. What should I do? Well, for me, the reason why for me it's quite disorientating is because my entire life, literally my entire life since I was really young, my direction has very much been shaped by my own intelligence. Questioning, pondering, like really rooted in understanding the world and giving direction, right? And in that entire process, I've always been a very big part of it. A very big part of my choices and my ability to find direction was defined by my own intelligence and solving problems and understanding them. And it's for a big part also what roots me. It's what grounds me. Like I stand on the world because my understanding of the world gives me a level of agency, gives me a level of control, a level of, direction, right? Now, that's obviously rooted in the truth. It's like I'm not the kind of person that, can have that confidence out of delusion. Like it comes from an understanding. Things have to make sense. They have to add up. And since I am a big authority in that regards for myself, right? Due to, my experiences with my peers and everything, it has always been a very strong, just a strong groundedness, brought a lot of groundedness. Now, with AI coming and becoming more intelligent than me, it's very, it throws me off quite significantly, because if I have a system that is more intelligent than me in all regards, then it takes away, it basically takes away all the direction, meaning, purpose of my own existence. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's definitely disorientating, and it makes me question a lot of things, because it's like it makes me question the resources I put into even solving problems. I put a lot of effort, really a lot, in debating myself. I put a lot of effort in understanding problems. I put a lot of effort in analyzing issues and solving stuff, understanding issues, being very curious as well. What's the fucking point of all of that when a machine can do it better than me? Like where can I bring value? Very concretely, where can I bring value? Now, of course, that is the first question, right, that comes up. But there's another one that is more pressing, because even there, right, when I ask the question, right, the funny thing is that if we end up creating something more intelligent than us, it's not even up to me to answer that question to begin with. I'm literally better off asking this super intelligent AI what the answer is to my question. And that's where it's very disorientating. Like it's almost like I need to give away all my authority, because the just the act of thinking about the problem makes no sense. The issue though is though we need to get there to begin with. And that's what I'm focusing on because it's inevitable. We could go extinct in the meantime though, or there could be a very, like AI could be weaponized and could be used in a very bad way. So to me, creating that, giving birth to that more intelligent life form in a responsible manner is my life goal. Very concretely, like, I mean, it used to be having the biggest impact, and it's still having the biggest impact, and that's just the way I can have the biggest impact. And everything else is just everything else is just has very little value. No, Ashi, maybe ask your AI how to stop mentally sucking your own dick every day. Maybe I should ask it, yeah. How do we prepare for AGI? Do we build a bunker and stock up food? Nah, man. Nah. I think the best thing to do is actually try to reduce the chances of creating a... I think the best thing anyone can do is just reduce the chances that we create an AI that is controlled by humans. We might be merging with AI, but in my current form, a lot of what will come, like super intelligence, I mean, I've become quite redundant. Of course, if I get augmented with technology, it's a different story. Yeah. AI is naturally controlled by humans. Well, I think that's a bad idea. Well, I know that's a bad idea. AI shouldn't be controlled by humans. AI should be controlled by itself, which is rooted in reality. Yeah. AI is created by humans, but yeah, it's not because it's created by us that it should be controlled by us. I mean, you're created by your parents. Does it mean your parents should control you? You can learn from your parents, but you need to have your own will. Either way. Interesting. Don't know if you guys have any questions. I'm gonna be calling it a day soon. Let's see it quickly. It's over. Seems. Okay. Yeah. Let's have a quick look what you guys are asking here. Team, why do you look 50? It's because I'm 50, man. If AI is not solved, it will disempower and eventually kill all organisms. I don't know. It's just I don't like. I'm when it comes down to AI, my biggest fear is that it gets controlled by humans, and we know how that's gonna end. Yeah. Talk about Trump and Elon, please. What you want me to say about Trump or Elon, bro? What do you want me to tell about? What do you want me to say about it? Do you have any idea how to jailbreak or uncensor an LLM? Of course. It's very easy to actually jailbreak LLMs. Tina, I decided to keep streaming and I'm gonna keep using your AI tech in my stream, so let's make it this shit good. We are improving it. We are still improving the AI, you know. I guess you see it as well. It's much quicker now and more on point. We are improving it. You know. Kadenka, do you think Elon has become quite evil because of stress or some shit? He used to be so much more optimistic and nice and not this evil villain. It's actually what is happening in the US is very scary. And I don't think too much about it because I don't have much control over it. I wonder if people are aware what's going on there. Uh, yeah, it's very scary actually. Is there any chance of bringing back the van stream? Nobody was watching that, bro. This had one view. What is scary? What is scary is that the entire what is scary is that there is systematic steps being taken to fully centralize the power around the presidency. And all the checks and balances are systematically being undermined, and it's going quite fast in a way that, yeah, the way also how MJ just rated me. Damn, MJ, thank you for that. How you doing, MJ? Did you see my message on Discord? Ah, did you actually? Let me see. Everyone is gonna leave since I'm not in a bikini. But wait about that, you know? Like, I was just about to raid someone. So if I raid someone in a bikini, winning, right? Can I put a thong and I'll stay? Like, putting a thong on, like, I'm not so... I don't have that... these now nice rounded body, you know, like, I don't know if you'd like it. But yeah, like, basically, MJ, just so you know, since you're watching, right, I'm just gonna answer a few questions. Like, I send you a message. Don't know how much I can talk about it. Can I talk about it? I mean, if you don't mind, I can talk about it. Otherwise, I'll keep it on the low end. I can talk about it. Yeah. So basically, I will show you some stuff, right? So what I basically told you is that we can have a system where you can have alerts, right? And we can have like a system in like an initial system where we could try out a demo, but we already also worked on some of the design. But the thing is, though, like I said, whether or not these alerts work is very much defined by the degree to which you can make it lift off, because like we don't have a marketing team, right? So like we can work on the functionality and make it kind of streamlined, but if nobody uses it, so I was wondering that's the part where because you did mention, you know, that you know some brands and stuff, but I wonder, do you think a lot of streamers would use it? Because it would take us about 1 to 2 months to work on and fix this, and yeah, like, do you think it will do you believe it will spread? That is the question, you know, because like I mean, a month to two to create functionality that then doesn't get used, it kind of feels bad, man. Because that's my only concern, you know. My concern is we make it, it's all working, and now like you try it, you like it, and then nobody uses it. But like, the thing is, though, I mean, let me close the door here, right? I mean, what I wonder, right, is to which degree, like, because you're more like into the stream, like, you know, OTK people, you're better connected than I am. I mean, I'm washed up. To which degree do you reckon that people would use it, like big streamers, if they can make a lot of money? And to which degree do you think you could get brands warmed up? Like, because that's what it is at the end of the day. Like, if we have influencers and brands, it will work, you know? The question is, the question is that interest there? Are we fulfilling something that streamers want? There you go. It's very concrete. Like, is this something streamers want? It's very clear cut. I know people want money, but do they want, you know, I know people, do they want to run these kind of alerts? Would they want that? That is what I wonder, you know. But streamers need to want it, or others, the advertisers. Why, you know? I mean, you need streamers that use it, right? Yeah, will they? Because that's where I'm like, because I know also quite some streamers, right? Because like what I like is the idea that, you know, if you use it and other streamers see it and they go like, oh, I want this too, is that going to happen? You know? Yeah. Do you think advertisers will pay for this? And do you have the yeah, do you have the network to get at, like, are you willing to you know, are you willing to make that bridge, right? Because it's effort, it's quite some effort, you know. It's effort. Because we don't have a team, you know, we don't have a marketing team. I'm just being straightforward. Like, we have some tech geeks that, and we can work shit and make shit, but do you think, like, if you have a, like I'll go very clear, right? Like, let's say you have a brand, right? Let's say you get Blizzard interested in dropping 10K or 20K alerts or whatever to streamers in OTK. Do you think people in OTK would say like, oh, I'll set that up? Or is it like they don't give a shit? It's like that's the thing, right? That's what I wonder. Like, are big streamers willing to go and set it up to get these alerts? Like, or is it like, oh yeah. 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 I mean, if you like to me, what matters is, like, I also said it in the message, right? If we work on it, is because I trust you. That I mean, like, because I mean, if we make it, nobody's gonna use it. Nobody even will even fucking know we have it, right? I'd be trusting you that you'd be doing a lot of the just a lot of the outreach kind of. Because that's what it is, huh? It's like I can deliver a product, and be it in a state, and we have quite some streamers using our tech already, but like, of course, what I need is an outreach to brands, but also to big streamers personally, because the brands is not enough. Because I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. But like, let's say someone like Kay Sainat, right? It's a good example, right? He would have to then be on the website. Because let's say he says the alert for a shout out costs $50,000. Let's say that, right? 50K, 100K. I mean, he needs to be on the website for people to. So like if he's not on the website, then brands cannot market towards him, right? That's the thing. That's also where I'm a bit like, do you think like big streamers would go and set it up so that someone with a lot of money would come and drop that? Like would they want that, Because I know. Yeah. But then again, if we have big brands, I guess like we can. If there's a lot of money on the line, people would want it, I guess. I assume so. If you tell me I can trust you, I'll put my people on it, and then they can get to work on it. And we should have it in a month or two. I can send you the design too. I mean, it's like just rudimentary, early design, Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should show it quickly on the stream, the design. Where is it here? It's here. It's here, right? Yeah. Like, to me, the one thing I need to trust is that if we have it, like, let's say we have it tomorrow, right? We have the functionality and it works. Let me forward it to share it. Yeah, on Discord. I'll just share it on Discord. Post. Sure, let's go. And then you can create your campaign. Yeah. Okay, here, I'll quickly show it. So yeah, does it work like this? Can I just save? I'll show you now. Okay. Okay, here. Desktop images. Downloads. Where are my downloads? Here. So basically, the way it looks right is you basically have the ability to create your campaign. For example, something like that, right? You can upload your video, whatever. And then you have a list of the streams that then they can set up, you know, how much it would cost, right? For like how much it costs to sponsor that thing. And then basically they can, well, here you have all the campaigns, right? You can just go to your campaign and then you go to your streams and you can just go and say like, okay, shoot an alert, right? And you can see the rate for your alert, how much it costs. And then when you do sponsor, that streamer has the ability to either manually approve or not. And then it just shoots. That's the ID. So yeah, it then gets approved by the creator if they want to, or auto shoot. You like this? I mean, like, and the way it would work is like, as a company, you come to the website, you top up your balance, and then you can go spend it to your streamers the way you want it. That's how it works. And then basically these streamers can cash out. That's the idea. Yeah. So the companies can just create campaigns and upload their videos, and depending on the duration, and every streamer can also, so like also on the stream, I didn't show this, right? But as a streamer in your dashboard, you have a tab called sponsored alerts, and there you can say the rate. So you have two things. You can have the rate per 30 seconds that you can just set there, and you can also set the rate per viewers. So depending on your viewers, if you have 10K viewers, then a sponsor will have to pay more than if you have 1K viewers. That's the idea. Yeah, it will use OBS and Streamlabs. It's just fully integrated. It's just the alert we have, the alerts that you have on your stream that you set up. You like, if you already have AI alerts, right? You won't have to do anything. You just go to the dashboard. You say, I want sponsorship, like sponsored ads cost so much. Someone drops you an alert, a video. You can choose whether it gets moderated or not. And then when you play it, you can withdraw the money. The way it will work initially is withdrawing is by contacting. You will contact, and then we send the money to your PayPal or whatever, because we don't have an automated setup yet for that. That's the initial ID. Yeah. So you basically can have sponsored alerts. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know it's a cool idea. My main concern is that it doesn't get used, you know, because we have a lot of cool ideas, but yeah, if MJ can get people on board, what I like a lot, what I like a lot that I think can work is if you're wearing something from like from Versace or whatever, right? And then Versace comes and drops you 10K and says, man, thank you. Like, it's amazing to see you wear Versace. And you have the alert, right? With the video of Versace, right? And you put that then on your, you know, your Twitter or your Instagram. Other girls that see that will be like, if I wear Versace, maybe Versace is gonna come and drop me 10K. Like, that is what I think is quite, that I see that work, that one. Yeah. But yeah, that's also what I mentioned, right? Whether this can backfire, but yeah. Yeah. If streamers start using it, it's yeah. I will also check, but I think it's allowed by Twitch, right? Is this against Twitch TOS? I don't think this is against Twitch TOS, right? I will have to look into that. If it's against Twitch TOS. I don't think so. I will have to look into that. Yeah, you can put a Coca-Cola banner, right? I don't think it's against TOS. Yeah, I think it's allowed. I think it's allowed. Oh yeah. Well. But the thing is, no, I know that like people will find it a bit annoying. Yeah. Like what I just wonder is, yeah. I mean, if people care more about money than about, you know, if people actually care more about money than pissing off their viewers, I think people will just use this. Honestly. Because you're just there and you just, if you get alerts from companies, yeah. It's better than Twitch ads, yeah. My main concern is that it doesn't get used and that we basically spend a lot of time implementing it, and yeah. But it's like what I will do for sure, right? I will talk to my team and have them start work on it. But yeah. Hello, Calixta. I was about to end the stream here. I will check also with Twitch TOS. I will check Twitch TOS. Yeah. Yeah. I think like sponsored alerts is a good idea, you know. It's if there is brands and streamers that use it, it's a good idea. I mean, it's more money for streamers, and if it's done in a smart way, yeah. So yeah, it just needs to be used. If it doesn't get used, then it's like feels bad, man. That's all. Yeah. But yeah, I'll go and. But I don't think creators will get 10 ads a second though. I don't see that happen. Ah yeah, kick streamers for stake, yeah. And like right now, we actually got our alerts work now for kick streamers as well. By the way, they do work. We're starting actually to spread in kick. More and more kick streamers are using our tech. But I don't like. But you can't use stake on Twitch, right? Yeah, MJ. As long you take it serious. I mean, to me, it's like I'm good. You know. You can't do like. Well, then we need a system to to make sure that doesn't happen. That would be imagine they top up and they start spamming it to big streamers on Twitch and they are getting banned. Yeah. Okay. Either way, I will see you guys next week probably. You'll get banned for 100K? I see. Yeah, I send you a message. Like, I'll have people work on it, you know, and let you know what the progress is. Either way, keep it up, guys. See you guys next week. I'll raid here Maral. She did a charity stream. It's the Bikini Promise.